Good afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm making walnut crunch muffins for breakfast tomorrow. So I'm going to make them today so I don't have to do it tomorrow because I've got other things I've got to do. So let's get started. You're going to have to grease a standard muffin pan. I've got it there, right there, or lined with paper liners, they say. We are going to need 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to need these to read everything. 1/3. Remember, level those measuring cups off. If you don't, you're going to find your biscuits heavy. You're going to need 2/3 of a cup of toasted wheat germ. You are going to need 1/3 of a cup of butter melted, which I'm doing right now. You're going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Make sure you use a low flame, you don't want to burn it. Salt. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Tablespoon, you want that much? Yeah, you do, okay. And you need 1 1/4 teaspoons of cinnamon. And you are going to need 1/2 cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar. When I finish using these sugars up, I will definitely show you how you can make your own and not have to buy it at the store. And that can save you a lot. Because it is made with molasses and sugar and how much you use. The molasses and the sugar dictates if it's light or dark brown. Now when you pack this, it has to be firmly packed. Let me tie this up. You got to mix all of this up. I'm using my hands, but you can use anything. Turn your oven to 400. Make sure your shelf is in the middle. Now this butter's going to have to cool a bit. So we're going to push this to the side. We're going to start putting some other stuff together. All right, we need 3/4 of a cup of milk, which I've already done. And I'm going to need my fork again. Now before you put eggs into this, because this is quite warm, we're going to put it into the milk first. So what it'll do is it'll warm up the milk some, and the milk will cool down the butter. Now we're going to put 2 eggs in there, and we're going to beat it. If you had added the eggs to the milk and then poured the hot butter, you'd have to wait more for it to cool. But this way, I felt the measuring cup and it was still cool. So the butter didn't overheat the milk, so you could get away with this. Just have to know some of these secrets. It's actually a form of chemistry if you wish to think about it. So when you cook this way, you're actually using a lot of chemistry and seeing how things work and everything else. All right, now while that's going, we are going to put the topping together. I already chopped my nuts. You need 3/4 of a cup of walnuts, coarsely chopped. I've already done that. You need 1/4 of a cup of firmly packed dark brown sugar. Did I get the 1/4 out? No, I did not. So we'll go back to the dark brown sugar and get 1/4. And I'm going to have to buy the cinnamon. I am running out. You're going to need a teaspoon of cinnamon, which is just what I have here. So I added a teaspoon of cinnamon. This I got to put on the shopping list. Okay, I'm going to mix this up. And I want you to put 3 tablespoons in. Of butter, and mix it up, and they want it chilled. This is the topping we're actually making. I will be right back. I didn't have enough butter. Okay, here's the rest of my butter. This came out of the freezer. I have to make more modified butter. And what you're going to do is work this butter in, and then we'll put this whole thing together. Now, I'm not adding anything extra to this because this one has, like I said, a lot of wheat germ in it. And I don't think I need powdered milk in this one. nice smell to it. Okay. It's not in the sink. Okay. Oh, there it is. Now, being very, very careful. You're going to make a well in the center. Put this to the side. You're going to make a well into the center here. Into your flour mixture. That's why I use a fork. Now we're going to add all this milk at once, and we're going to toss it with a fork until the dry ingredients are just moist, but do not overmix. If you overmix, these are going to collapse on you, and this isn't what you want. Now taking your fork, you go around, and you're just forking the powder, the flour mixture into it. You start turning it around. You can see how I'm turning it. Now this is mixed, I'll show you, though you won't think it is. See how it's mixed? It's not completely mixed. That's very important. The reason a lot of muffins fail is because you overmix it. I'm just going to check the bottom and see how I've done. Yeah, I did pretty good. It's not quite 12, but that's okay. This might be a little bigger than they expect. Okay. You're going to take this mixture and you're going to sprinkle it over them. they come out with. They don't look like they'll be very high. Okay, and these are going to cook for 20 minutes. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, we're going to check them now. And here they are. And that's them. They've got to cool. Can't touch them for about 15 minutes. Give them time to set because they're like a cake. And if you take them out where they're hot like this, they'll end up falling apart, and that's not what you want. Or they'll collapse back down, and that's something you don't want as well. So we're going to have to let these set, but anyway, there they are. Good afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Here are walnut crunch muffins. They just came out of the oven, piping hot. Take care. Bye-bye.